What's up, guys? All right, quick little video. Want to show you a couple things here. One is my New Warriors team that you see here. New Warriors team from Marvel Comics from the early 90s that I was a big fan of. They were kind of like a young Avengers. And they had a good team roster, I thought, and I've got a few of them here. I've got Night Thrasher, Rage, Nova, Firestar. There's three of the figures that were in that original lineup of New Warriors that we haven't gotten yet. One is Speedball, which we're supposed to be getting here in the next few months. Looking forward to that. One is Namorita, who is an Atlantean, very kind of a female take on Namor the Submariner, which who knows if we'll ever get her as a figure. And then one was Marvel Boy, which I hope we get sometime soon, but we'll have to wait and see. As of yet, we've never gotten a Marvel Legends, either in Toy Biz or Hasbro, for Marvel Boy. But we did get a character called Major Vance Astro from the original Guardians of the Galaxy, which premiered in the 1970s, right? And this was a character who ended up in the year 3000 because he was an astronaut in the 20th century that, very much like Buck Rogers, got like frozen in time on a mission in his containment suit, ends up in the year 3000, somehow acquires Captain America's old shield, and fights with the other Guardians of the Galaxy to protect the Earth and a whole lot more against alien invasion in the year 3000 and whatever, right? And years later, early 90s, they decide they want to create this New Warrior team. So one of the characters they throw in there is Vance Astrovic, which is a young Major Vance Astro before he becomes an astronaut, when he's still a teenager in the 1990s, and he acquires powers, and they give him a very similar costume to that original character that premiered in the 1970s. And I thought, you know what, this is a good opportunity to kitbash something together real quick to get my own version of Marvel Boy, because the costumes are very similar. We have gotten a Major Vance Astro Marvel Legends, but not a Marvel Boy Marvel Legends. And so I threw something together, wanted to show you guys what I got here. Now, obviously this is supposed to be a teenager, and this is not the best buck to use for a teenager. You know, if it had been like even a Bucky cap probably would have looked better, but this is what I had to work with because I didn't want to do a full repaint or anything. And yes, he's still got the Guardians of the Galaxy logo on his chest. Again, I didn't want to repaint a whole lot of stuff. So what I did is I took that Major Vance Astro figure that has an almost identical costume to Marvel Boy. I swapped out the heads with one of the spare heads from the Cosmic Spider-Man / Captain Universe / whatever, who comes with like 3 spare heads. I swapped it to the one that Marvel Boy in the comics actually had on occasion. Most of the time his hair would show out of the top of the mask, but sometimes he just had the mask, the skull cap mask, that just showed his mouth and nose, very similar to this. So I repainted that as close to the same blue as the costume as I could get. And then I took this cape here from a Star Wars character. What is it? Is it Major or Director Krennic from Rogue One? I can't remember. The bad guy from Rogue One. And I've got that character who I really don't like, but he's got parts on him that I can use. So I took his cape. I obviously I cut it back to look more like Marvel Boy's cape does in the comics, because originally the cape came over the shoulders and then went back, and it just didn't look right for Marvel Boy. So I cut it back, painted it again, this same blue that I did the head in, and boom! You got a Marvel Boy figure that's pretty easy to do. So if you're looking to put together a New Warriors display, this isn't perfect, okay? There's way better customs out there than this. But if you want to throw something together easy and you're looking to kit bash something with very minimal paint, this might be an option for you, because again, it's not perfect. I would have rather had a different buck. Would rather have a head that actually had the hair coming out of the top, because that was his more popular costume. Would rather not have the Guardians of the Galaxy logo on his chest. But in general, if you're a fan of New Warriors, which I am, this is very obviously supposed to be Marvel Boy, and it works for my display. So, quick custom kit bash you can throw together yourself if you've got time and the inclination, and you're looking to put together a display for your New Warriors characters. There you go. Something simple you can throw together. So, that's it, guys. Questions, comments, leave it down below, and we will talk to you guys later.